Ancient Guardians. We have all 10 ultra rares. I want to talk about the breakdown actually for the one case that we saw so far because there's some interesting ratios from that. And of course, collector's rare Snake Rain. Smash that little crap out, subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more excellent content. So guess what? Collector's Rare Snake Rain. So earlier today, PPG, or actually last night, PPG opened up one whole case of the Ancient Guardian set, and we actually have their breakdown on ultras and so forth. So remember, they only pulled 3 collector's rares out of their case, which was actually kind of sad. The first big one that caught everybody's attention was finally Snake Rain gets a very much needed upgrade here. So the whole little starter of discard 1, send 4 reptiles from your deck to the graveyard, the card that kind of makes the deck go round, gets a very expensive reprint upgrade. And I don't expect these to be too crazy in the long run, but man, oh man, I think that this card is probably one of the best looking cards in the set. Now, interesting enough here, we did get a TV Cord Butia. Of course, it is the 2 scale on the level 7. Quick effect, target 1 effect monster your opponent controls, or if you have an even pendulum card in your pendulum zone, you can target 1 face-up spell and trap card your opponent controls this turn, banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use this effect of Butia once per turn, and once per turn at the start of damage up, discard battles a monster with an attack equal or higher than the lowest pendulum scale in your pendulum zone times 300, destroy it. Not particularly crazy about this one being a collector's rare. I do think that these particular ones being in collector's rare, it's going to be the Live Twins thing all over again. While they're okay in their own right, they're just going to look very nice, and that's going to be about it. So Butia, man, this could have been any of the other Dorme Cord cards. I'm so surprised to see that they made it this one. And then we also got the Fossil Cord Fancy. I'm still not 100% sure on Dorme Cords being called Sorfic Cords, but alright, so same thing here. Level 5, or the Pendulum Scale 5 on the level 4. If you have an odd Pendulum Scale, if your Sulfur Cord Pendulum monster would be destroyed, you can destroy this card instead. So this is the replacement effect. And during your main phase, you can add a Sulfur Cord Pendulum monster from your deck or extra deck face up. Alright, so hey, it does pull from the deck. It's effectively Electromite 2.0 for this, but another collector's rare that I felt like could have been any of the other ones in the set. But hey, nonetheless, or none the least, I think that these both look beautiful. Once again, the whole waifu tax. If you're wondering, if you're like, well, you know, Robbie, these probably will be like $30. You know, they're not that good. I'm probably going to be pushing like 30 to 40 on up, actually, because once again, it's the stupid waifu tax, man. Hey, it's Edit Robbie. This never happens. We actually had 4 more collector's rares that scuttled on out throughout the night here. One of which was Skullmeister. Ooh, what a freaking guess. Oh, wow. It actually looks really nice, by the way. We also had Venomanaga get confirmed as a collector's rare. I'm actually really excited about that one, actually. And then we got Usartic Septurion. Oh, yeah, the Megazord. Who would have guessed that? And then, of course, Dolphus Kulia actually getting confirmed as well, which brings our total collector's rare count up to 7, which means still no Pankratops, by the way. Kind of surprising about that. Well, let's go talk about the ultras now, shall we? Now, what I want to talk about next is, yes, I know these are going to be in really absurd, low-quality angles here. So, I believe the ratios in a box of these sets is supposed to be 3 to 4 ultras per box. Alright, and then for your collector's rares, you're looking at previous sets. Now, don't get me wrong here. Previous sets, we've seen a ratio of 3 to 4 collector's rares per case. Now, we did see the full spread of the ultras for this, which actually confirmed a couple of things for this set. So we actually got a very large number of the ultra rare for the stupid Abyss deck. The deck doesn't even play it, actually. And if they do play it, they play it as a 1-of, alright? It's the really big bird. And then, as we shift on through here, on the left side of these, 2 Abyss cards made it into ultra rare slots. Now, don't get me wrong here. I'm not too particularly shocked that they only did 2. Actually, I am really shocked. So 2 Abyss cards made it, which means that the rest of the Abyss deck is effectively super rare for the other pieces that you're going to need, which actually is pretty freaking nice, all things considered, alright? They basically took the 3 high-level Abyss monsters, said, hey, we're going to make these ultra rares, which effectively, okay, sure, man, that's cool. If the rest of the deck's going to be available in super rare, that means that we've got a budget deck on our hands. Alright, most of the decks for Abyss were only playing, what was it, maybe 2 max on the higher ultra rares in the set. So, good news in that regard, ladies and gentlemen, is, hey, availability, it's going to be a lot better. Like I said, they got 6 of this one guy on this case, which is interesting. Now, if you're somebody that was wanting to pick up the Sulfur-Cord or Dorme Cord deck, there's good news for you, at least in the regard for this set. It looks like across this opening that all 3 of the Dorme Cord monsters in ultra rare form will be available in some sort of capacity, at least not looking too short print to start things off for this set, and that's actually really good news. But keep in mind, this is only the spread from one set, which it is what it is in terms of the long run, but I am very happy to at least see that Dorme Cords, of all things, will at least be available in a somewhat more available form to people out there that want to have the chance to pick it up. If you are somebody wanting to pick up Usartek, this particularly caught my interest here. All of the other Usartek cards are available in a 4/4 spread all across a set, which isn't crazy. And then you get to the big one, the big floodgate monster that the deck needs, like the Wincon, that basically punishes things from the extra deck, was 1 in their case. Which, now I have to say this. Is this your short print? I'm not really sure about this. Once again, it's a spread from 1 case. Clumping can be an option along the way, but now we obligatorily have the warning sign going out in the community that we're now going to have, oh well, we have 2 short print possibilities here for this set. So this is the spread from PPG that pretty much is going to make us go wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Alright, so not particularly too intrigued by that, all things considered. So that being said, we lost a slot to Snake's Reign for Collector's Rare. I can't really say I'm too surprised about that. I swear, if Potter Riches ends up being a stupid Collector's Rare in this set, everybody in the community is going to go, man, Konami's so much more disconnected from the population than we thought they were. And I'm not particularly looking forward to having that discussion with everybody. There's a high probability here that Skullmeister and Pinkertops are in fact going to be the last 2 missing Collector's Rares. Well, 2 of them. Alright, we've wasted 2 slots so far on Dorme Cords, which once again doesn't really surprise me. I'm assuming that we'll probably get like a 5 split on Dorme Cord. The Gundam looking one for the Usartek will probably be a Collector's Rare, and then we'll probably have some sort of dedication to Abyss in the long run for Collector's Rares. Remember, Konami kind of likes to spread these things out a little bit, but they typically do give a lot of dedicated slots to reprint stables. Snake's Reign is either going to count as an Abyss card or a generic stable card, which then, like I said, leaves Pinkertops, Skullmeister. Please don't do Potter Riches, alright? That's going to be a total freaking waste of a space in the set, and nobody really wants that, alright? So, there are 2 generically good cards available in the set in the long run for us to get our hands on, and I'm kind of looking forward to that. So, anybody surprised to see the potential for short prints in this set? Because I'm really not. I am extremely excited, though. As much as I'm dogging it, Like, I'm happy to see that we're getting more waifus in the long run here, because I think that they're freaking adorable, man. All things considered, like, they look like little fake Grand Order characters with their stupid little chibi forms and their big forms, so that's least exciting. So, what do you guys think about this set? Smash your ever-living crap out of the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. I always love reading the comments on this, and yeah, this is our spread so far. So, anybody excited about Budget Abyss? I mean, it's good news for the player base, right? Because Usarta can be a little bit more expensive, Dorme Cord can be, well, whatever. Alright guys, peace out. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.